There are a lot of great action movies out there. One of the recent classics is The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. Not number 2. Number 3 was better than number 2, but number 1, the original, will always be the best. This is double tap, 10mm, 190 grain Equalizer round. Will it be as badass as the movie? Let's find out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got an interesting video for you today. Today we are looking at the double tap 10mm 190 grain Equalizer round. Well, what makes it an Equalizer round? Well, it's a 135 grain projectile followed by a 55 grain hard cast disc projectile. So there's 2 projectiles in this 10mm casing. So I'm really interested. It says we're gonna get 659 foot-pounds of energy out of a 5-inch barrel. We're going to be using the G40, which has a 6-inch barrel. It doesn't have a speed on here. I'm not really sure how that's going to register on the chronograph. I will probably get the initial 135 grain projectile speed, but I don't know if it'll pick up that 55 grain hard cast disc after it. So we're just gonna be experimenting a little bit. I've got some cardboard up there. We're just gonna shoot at the A zone for a couple of shots, see if we can get some speeds, and then we're gonna put it through the gel. It's meant to have an initial impact and then a follow-up penetrating round. We're gonna see how that does. We're gonna see if we can capture both in the gel, but first we wanna get some speeds, check for some accuracy, see what it looks like on the cardboard, and then we're gonna put it through some gel. Stay tuned, this one is going to be interesting. I've got some new eye protection from Shell Shock Protection. They are pretty nice, fairly stylish, and I like them so far. Ears also by Shell Shock Protection. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got the chronograph set up over here. I did not enter a projectile weight. I've got 10 rounds loaded up in here. I'm gonna take one shot at the cardboard over there, and then I'm gonna see if we have 2 holes or just 1. Oh, we've got 2 holes. So 1224. Holy cow. Hopefully you can see that on this camera. I wonder which one's which. If I had to guess, I would say that that is the hard cast and that is the projectile. All right, let's aim a little higher in the A zone and do these 10 rounds. $12.27. Oh man, $12.39. That one was a little to the left. $12.37. $12.29. $12.31. $12.38. $12.25. Christmas! $12.46. $12.33. So that had a spread of 22 feet per second. Holy cow. 10 shots, 1224, 1246 is a high, average of 1233, a spread of 22.6 for a standard deviation in 10 rounds of 6.8. So that was 10 shots, but 20 holes. That's incredible. That is really, really, really amazing to have that kind of result from a 10mm projectile. Got the gel set up. I've got the hat cam, got the slow-mo over there. One shot, we're gonna go from about 7 or 10 yards. I don't think I've ever been more excited for a gel test than this one. All right, You can see how far I am because I've got this really nifty hat cam. All right. So that was dead solid perfect. So we've got a projectile down here, and then that was there. So nothing went through. Where did the hard cast go? So one of the pedals came off, but I don't see the hard cast. That was, oh, it came. All right, we're gonna do another one because what happened was we had two entries right here, and then this one just snuck out the bottom. All right, take two. See if we can capture that hard cast. Again, low. God darn it. We got table. Note to self. Aim a little higher. So that one, ooh, that's the hard cast right there. So the hard cast went in a little higher than the actual projectile because the projectile went there and into the table right there. We're going to do it one more time. Not always perfect, never claimed to be. We're going to try this again. All right, that was a better hit. Let's do it one more time. We're gonna do one more time. We're gonna flip these gels around. That one's a little better to see out of. One more time. Transparency, I have taken 3 shots at the gel. The first time I got the projectile, no hard cast disc. The second time I got a hard cast disc but no projectile, and the third time I got a projectile but no hard cast disc. So we're going to do this for a 4th time, see if we can get both. All right, that was a better placement, a little low, but we have a projectile. Oh, okay, so no. So we've got 2 holes here. So I think that, oh nope, there's the disc. But no, that's not the disc. That's the projectile. So we've got fragmentation. The disc, I think, went through and out there. Oh, it went into the second gel. There we go. There we go. So the projectile went in here. That's the projectile hole. And then that is the disc hole that kind of went in on an angle. And you can see the disc went this way, and then it came out here and went in right there. So my knife is right here. So there we have a disc. And here we have a projectile. So that is what the round looks like. We've got the projectile, which this one stayed relatively intact. And then we've got a 55 grain hard cast disc. So this one went into the second gel. And this one went about, this one averaged, the projectile averaged probably about 12 to 14 inches of penetration. And then this one went through 16 inches. So that's pretty amazing. I'm gonna go home to the house, download the slow-mo footage, see what it did in the gel all 4 times. I don't know how many times I'll upload the footage, but you have already seen it. Then we'll do a little recap. Back at the house, recap time. I've had a chance to look at the slow-mo footage, and this was a very, very interesting round, an interesting concept. And I'm torn. I'm really, really torn. I just recently tested the Buffalo Bore 10mm, 180 grain jacketed hollow point. I forget the exact speed. I'll overlap that on there. But that one had incredible expansion, a nice standard deviation, and it was a very, very powerful round. If I needed to do anything self-defense, I wouldn't hesitate to use this. This is just the cream of the crop. And then you got this Equalizer round, and it's 190 grains total, but it's 135 grain jacketed hollow point and then a 55 grain hard cast disc. And I was able to recover 2 of the discs. And stop focusing on my damn face. So that's what the discs looked like. And this was a follow-up shot, like a follow-up projectile. The 3 projectiles that I was able to recover, you know, they did what they needed to do. They all expanded out. Some of the petals flowered and fragmented, but overall the head, the mushroom of the round, got decent expansion. It got about 13 inches. I left my tape measure at home, about 13 or so inches. I'll go on the conservative side. On that last one where I got the disc and the projectile went in and then came back. So maybe it was in that 13 to 14 inch range. I don't know for sure, but the disc went 18 inches. So what I noticed was it didn't go through the same hole, right? On the cardboard, it was 10 shots and 20 holes. I mean, that will do some damage. Now the only question is, will it penetrate through the clothing? I guess I'm gonna have to do another test. I've got 8 rounds left because I did 10 rounds in the cardboard. No, I got 6 rounds left. I can't add. It's been a really long day. And then I did 4 shots in the gel because they didn't go through the same hole exactly. They were off a little bit. A couple were low and then one skirted out the top. But I'm really, really torn because if you can take 10 shots but get 20 holes, I mean, gosh, that's better than, is that better than one really powerful round? I don't know. Let me know down below. I'm really interested in what you think about this round. That's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We will see you in the next video.